Okay, we was sent over here to look at a gutter that was falling off. Pulling all the soffit off. Yeah, it doesn't look, oh. Looks like some repairs were done there before. And somebody tried to scab onto those rafters with a little bitty 1x6 or a 1x4, and that just wasn't ever fastened properly. That ice was determined to pull that down. That's definitely faulty workmanship. That's too bad. It's really sad. Okay, all that came off, and the reason why is because those rafters there aren't coming out far enough, and somebody just scabbed onto those rafters with some tiny little 1x4s, which is never going to hold all that weight. You can see that little 1x4 came off. There's a 2x4 up there on that one that tried to hold on, but you can't expect all that weight of that ice and snow to hold all that stuff with just a little bitty rafters there. And I guarantee you they didn't use no long enough screws to even hit those rafters. Whoever put that roof on there should have never done that way. That should have been cut back. Those rafters should have been sawed off, and then that would have never happened. So that's a huge mess there. Giant mess. Okay, now we got up here. That was just begging to fall off. The way that house is built, that old rafter only comes out to there, you see. And then there's another one that ties on, but it sets back about 3 or 4 inches. Same thing here. This 1x on there is designed to hold that beaded ceiling up. But then your rafter only comes to there. When they roofed it, they didn't redeck it. When they roofed it, they should have pulled that first board off, and then they could have sawed them off there to try to make it straight. So that was definitely screwed up. They didn't even get the nails in that rafter there, trying to scab onto who knows what, and then they didn't even break that board on that rafter there. So yeah, it's a temporary fix, you know, and you get a 1 or 2 year warranty. That's about how long it's going to last, 1 or 2 years. But we're going to do way better than that. It's not going to come off when we're done. Okay, now that we got a few rafters in place here, got there, got another one here. Then we sawed them off straight. So that'll give us something really strong to hold on to, stronger than those little bitty 1x's. Because remember, the old rafters were sticking 10 inches way back there. And then the old rafter here that was scabbed onto that one, or one of the originals that set back. These here are just to hold that beaded ceiling up. But these here, that decking, when they put that roof on, should have been that last piece should have been taken off, so they could get to those rafters. So we had to add on to them to get them out here. Now that we sawed them off straight, we're gonna get our board on there, and that's gonna give us something to fasten all this soffit to again. And once we get the soffit laid across there again, and we can put our fascia on and get our gutter back on again too. Okay, now we got our rafters in there, got our gutter board fastened tight. Got our soffit back in there. We know where our rafter's at, so when we come back, we're gonna put them hangers right there in that rafter right there, and that gutter's never gonna come off again. So we're getting it back together like it should have been done the first time. And that's the way it should be looking. Okay, we added our rafters in here. I'm doing a video, so be quiet, please. Okay, we got our rafters in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and even 7 on the end. So got our rafters there, all the soffit back up. We're gonna put the fascia on. We're gonna tie into the gutter. Once we hit those, looks like the roofing's short here too. We're gonna have to add something there, or it won't get in the gutter and just rot all that out anyway. So got to put some metal on there all the way to the top, and then add a drip edge of some kind, custom made to get the water in the gutter. Now we got all those in the rafter with a 3-inch screw. And that will probably stay. Okay, all back up there. This section's never going to come off again. We got to fasten it. Okay, that's all back in place now. Had one piece of soffit missing. Must have got thrown in the trash or something, but it's all back in place. It's never going to come off again because it's been fastened properly. So anyway,